Today, we're going to explore, well, a really fascinating question, I think. What if all those roles you play, the successful professional one day, maybe the struggling artist the next, the joyful friend, the worried parent, what if that's not actually who you are? What if there's a deeper part of you, unchanging, a silent observer, just watching it all happen? We're diving into a really powerful teaching today. It's rooted in ancient wisdom, brought to us by Abi Dougal of the School of Breath. He shares these incredible insights from his childhood satsangs, which are basically spiritual gatherings focused on truth and self-inquiry.
Exactly. And our mission here really is to explore the answer given to an ancient king who was having, well, a bit of an existential crisis. And crucially, understand how that answer applies to us right now in our busy, everyday lives. We're going to discover a simple, very accessible doorway back home, back to this deeper sense of self. And surprisingly, perhaps, that doorway is your breath.
Okay, let's get into it then. The story Abi shares is about this ancient Indian king, King Janaka.
Yeah.
So one night, King Janaka has this dream, and it's incredibly vivid. He dreams he's lost everything his kingdom, gone. He finds himself wandering the streets, hungry, thirsty, just utterly humiliated. He's reduced to begging for food.
Yeah, begging. And just as someone gives him this small bowl of stale rice and he's about to finally eat it, a dog runs up and snatches it away. And he feels this profound despair, the deepest he's ever known.
And right at that moment, that absolute rock bottom in the dream, he wakes up. Poof, he's not the beggar. He's the king again, lying in his palace surrounded by luxury. But the dream, it just shakes him deeply.
It really does. So he goes straight to his teacher, sage Ashtavakra, and he asks this fundamental, really unsettling question. Which one is real? He says, in the dream, the suffering felt absolutely true. Now, awake, this feels true. Am I the beggar or am I the king?
And Ashtavakra's answer, this is what Abi Dougal really helps us unpack. It just completely flips our whole idea of identity. Ashtavakra tells him, me either. It's this profound idea that we aren't the experiences we have. We aren't even the experiencer who seems to be having them. We are the knowing of both, the awareness in which both the king and the beggar appear.
That's huge. You are not the king. You are not the beggar. You are the witness of both. Because we identify so strongly, don't we? I am happy. I am sad. I am hurt. I am successful. We say it all the time. We do. And as Abi points out, these are just roles. They're passing states, passing experiences. They arise, they seem real for a while, and then they disappear. Just like Janaka's dream states. And if you look even closer, even the I who claims these roles, the doer, the sufferer, the one who is the king or the beggar, that I is also just a thought appearing in consciousness. That arises and passes too.
Okay, wow. So the I itself is temporary, but if we're not the I and we're not our experiences, what's left? I mean, how do we even grasp that day to day?
Well, what remains is that which knows all of it. The open, quiet space of awareness itself. That silent, unchanging witness. Avi uses a great analogy. It's a bit like being at the movies. You get totally absorbed, right? You laugh, you cry, you feel scared watching the film.
Completely lost in it.
Exactly. But deep down, you never fundamentally forget you're sitting in a seat watching a screen. That underlying knowing that you were watching, that's like the witness and the bridge, the simple, direct way back to that knowing in our own lives. It's your breath.
And the breath, how does that become the doorway? You said it's the doorway back home. It sounds so simple. Yet for many people, myself included sometimes, just sitting and noticing the breath feels, well, really hard. The mind goes everywhere. What's the common hurdle there? And how does this witnessing idea help?
Abi explains it beautifully. He says the breath is literally the thread that carries you back, moment by moment, to this witnessing awareness. The common hurdle is exactly what you said, the mind wanders. And also, often we try too hard. We try to control the breath, or we expect some specific result, like instant calm or bliss. But the key, according to this teaching, is simply knowing the breath. Not fixing it, not changing it, just noticing it. Where do you feel it? The belly rising, the chest expanding, the cool air in the nostrils, the pause between breaths. It's about letting your attention gently rest on this one simple, immediate thing happening right now, without judgment. When you simply know the breath in this way, you start to touch that same witness awareness that Janaka realized. You see the breath appearing and disappearing within it.
So when my mind inevitably wanders off, thinking about emails or what's for dinner or whatever, I just notice that's happened and gently guide the attention back to the feeling of breathing without beating myself up about it.
Precisely. Gently is the key. Because you are not even the one who breathes, ultimately. You are the awareness in which the sensation of breath appears, the awareness in which the thought about emails appears, the awareness in which physical sensations appear. They all come and go within you, the awareness. Realizing that is freedom. Your mind will wander. That's its nature. The practice isn't about achieving a blank mind. It's about the noticing, the gentle return. Acknowledge the thought, thinking, and then choose, gently, to come back to the anchor of the breath. Each return strengthens that connection to the witness.
Okay, so as we sort of bring this deep dive toward a close, let's recap the core insights from this timeless wisdom. The central teaching, really sparked by King Janaka's dream and sage Ashtavakra's answer, is this profound shift. We realize we are neither the king nor the beggar. We're not defined by our experiences, good or bad. We're not even the I who seems to experience them. We are instead the knowing of both, that open, quiet background space of awareness.
And connecting that directly back to our lives, we see the vital role of the breath. Just as Abhidugal explains it, it's that tangible, always available thread that carries you back to this witnessing awareness. And the emphasis is on simply knowing the breath, feeling it, not trying to manipulate it or achieve something with it. That simple act of knowing reveals this unchanging awareness where thoughts, feelings, sensations, even the breath itself just appear and dissolve. And in that knowing, there's a sense of real freedom.
So here's a final thought for you to carry forward from our deep dive today. If you are the witness, this silent, spacious, unchanging awareness in which everything, absolutely everything, appears and dissolves, what does that actually imply about your relationship to life? To its inevitable highs and lows, its joys and its challenges? How might remembering this truth, maybe using your breath as that simple doorway back, how might that start to reshape your whole experience of being you?